Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone, depending on where you're calling from. I'm Maggie Abdullah, and I'm the Director of Sales for the Eastern United States for the Bennett Mercado Hospitality. And today we have with us Ivanova and Jonathan Rojas with Nayara, but both are going to share two different properties. Ivanova is going to share Nayara Springs in Costa Rica, and Jonathan is going to share Nayara Bocas del Toro in Panama. And the theme of today is adults only. So that's why we thought it would be a great idea to group these two together. So I will turn it over to Ivanova in just a minute, but I'm going to do a quick little just run through how we're going to do things. Because we have two different properties in two different countries, I thought we would do Q&A once Ivanova finishes Nayara Springs, and then again after Jonathan finishes presenting Panama. So feel free to put your questions in the chat or the Q&A, and I will read them aloud to Ivanova and Jonathan so they can answer them. If we happen to run out of time, don't worry. We can answer questions offline or on email. With all that said, welcome Ivanova and Jonathan. Ivanova, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Maggie. Welcome everybody to this masterclass about our Nayara adults only properties. We are very excited to be here once again to show you our beautiful hotels in Costa Rica and in Panama. As Maggie said, we will see Nayara Springs in Arenal and then Nayara Bocas del Toro in Panama. So let me introduce you just very briefly. Jonathan Rojas is our marketing manager. We are very happy to be here to present these beautiful hotels to you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Eva. Just real quickly, wanted to thank you all for being here today. And we have great properties to show you all, which we hope that you enjoy today webinar. If you have any questions, let us know.
Thank you. Yes, let me just share the screen to start with this beautiful masterclass. Okay, so just starting very briefly with Nayara Resorts as a group of properties, beautiful countries, destinations. We have a total of 6 hotels. These properties just joined the group in different times. We started in Nayara in Costa Rica. Sorry, it's not. Okay, there you go. So in Costa Rica, we have 3 hotels, Nayara Gardens, which was opened in 2007. Then the one we will see today is Nayara Springs, the adults only property, also in Arenal, was opened in 2014. And then Nayara Resorts, which is our baby here in Arenal, recently opened in 2019. Then in Chile, there are other 2 properties, both in 2020 joined our group of hotels. And then in 2022, we are very proud to have Nayara Bocas del Toro being part of our properties. So going to Costa Rica first, the property Nayara Springs offers 1 room category. There are 35 beautiful Springs villas. As this is an adults only hotel, all rooms or all villas are with king-size beds. We can add a day bed for a 3rd adult, which is not common, but there is an option. Each room has their own plunge pool filled with natural hot springs, private balconies, breakfast a la carte is served in the room, which is very nice because the guests or couples can enjoy even the breakfast in the room. The room service is also available 24/7. So they have all this privacy and access to the thermal water right in their villa, which is amazing. This is highly recommended for couples, of course, but we have seen also a group of friends coming for some special birthday or something like that. Not just the beautiful rooms that we have at Nayara Springs are amazing, but also the culinary experiences. The guests that are staying at Nayara Springs will have also access to the restaurants at Nayara Gardens and Nayara Tented Camp. So there is a total of 6 different restaurants that they will enjoy. First, I will show you the ones that are in Nayara Springs, like Amor Loco. This is our fine dining restaurant. We have live music every night, which is nice because the ambience is amazing. Inside looks like this. It's sometimes unexpected to see this kind of luxury and very elegant place in the middle of the rainforest. But this is Amor Loco. inside, and then outside we have a terrace by the pool. There we serve lunch and dinner, so it's a very special place that I highly recommend. At least one dinner there is ideal. This is Amor Loco 2, outside area, also has a infinity pool with temperate water, which is amazing just to swim and read. It's a quiet pool, so it's the perfect place to just get relaxed and enjoy the area and the sounds of the rainforest. Then the other option at Nayara Springs is Mis Amores. Mis Amores is an Italian restaurant, so we have fresh pizzas, focaccias. The breakfast is served a la carte there too. So basically the guests are staying at Nayara Springs will have different options for breakfast, always included in the rate. They have the option in the room, a la carte, so they can have this beautiful option right there in the villa. They can come to Mis Amores for breakfast a la carte too, or even in Nayara Gardens, where we have a more like a buffet style menu or breakfast. They can enjoy that breakfast there too if they are getting just ready very quick for an activity or something, excursions or something like that. Then Cielito Lindo is the other pool, the other adults only pool. So they have one at Amor Loco, and this Cielito Lindo is completely the opposite thing. So they have their music, mixology classes, there are tables inside of the pool, so they can also have snacks or even lunch. This is by Mis Amores, so it's an amazing place to just enjoy the sun and have the volcano view from there. It is not necessary to book cabanas or to book any of these areas, since we have plenty of options about pools and restaurants. We don't see any like crowded place, basically not even during the high season or peak season, because there are plenty of options. Then the third area at Nayara Springs, where we offer also a culinary experience, is a Mi Cafecito. This is like our Costa Rican corner. As many of you might know, Costa Rica is well known as grain coffee producer. So we have great beans, and we like to offer that on property too. So the guests could have the coffee class, where they can learn about how to prepare their own coffee on property. Here they can learn everything, even if it's raining. Sometimes in Arenal is so unpredictable, the weather. So even if it's rainy, they can come down to Mi Cafecito and enjoy a cup of coffee, and then the class too, if they want to do something here and learn more about our culture. Then the other options about dining very quickly are in Nayara Gardens. This is the Costa Rican and international restaurant with great volcano view, La Terraza, and then Nostalgia Wine Bar. Couples love this option because they can just come for the Spanish tapas, and then they can serve themselves a taste of wine, have a glass of wine or a full glass, and taste different wines from all around the world, from Latin America, Chile, Argentina, or from California, or from Europe, France, Italy. So they can try all these different wines without, be forced to buy the full bottle. So it's more like an experience, but the sommelier will explain them the different wines, and it's more like a dynamic dinner. And then the other option at this same restaurant is the fine dining experience, the wine pairing. So the wine pairing is 6-course dinner. Of course, that's more like it's not a romantic dinner, but it's great for couples that love wine, and if they want to have a very high quality gourmet dinner. So that's a great option that could be pre-booked too. And then the other option at Nayara Gardens is Cia Luna, the Asian restaurant. Cia Luna is the perfect combination between the Asian culture, even the restaurant is very inspired in the Japanese style, but also with fresh and Latin American ingredients, which is great because they have this mix of great fishes and a lot of Latin American flavors too. And then the newest restaurant is Ela at Nayara Tented Camp. Nayara Tented Camp offers this Mediterranean option. Our chef is from Israel, So they offer a completely different experience. So with these options, you can see that the guests are staying with us even for a long stay, 7 or 8 nights. They will have a different option every day. They don't need to have the same dinner every day. And that's nice in our property too, because the guests are not forced to enjoy in the same restaurant, the same thematic every night too, because we have live music in different restaurants, and that makes the experience more like a complete thing, completely luxury experience. So we like to offer and be flexible for them to enjoy the culinary experiences in all 3 properties. And then the spa, we're proud that we are one of the best spas in the world. For Condé Nast and Travel + Leisure have mentioned our spas over the years. Then we're building a new spa, Nayara Tented Camp, but Nayara Springs has their own spa and Nayara Gardens as well. So there are plenty of options in the menu, different rooms. All of them are open to the rainforest with their own showers and jacuzzis. So the couples that are doing these kind of spa treatments on property, they will enjoy that in a completely private experience. Not even for the shower, they need to leave the bungalow or the spa room. They have everything there. And then, well, just to complete the idea about the culinary experiences, we also have cooking classes, mixology, rum classes, and romantic dinners. So they can do all these on property, and this can pre-book in advance. Our concierge service works basically is the same reservations team. So it's very easy if you want to book these excursions or experiences like the hanging bridges, volcano, the cooking class, or any of these activities. They can pre-book that in advance with us, which is amazing because it's very easy to even have the transportation from any of the airports, from any other hotel, activities and culinary experiences book in advance. We can send you an itinerary with all the information and everything they need to enjoy a great experience in Arenal or in Costa Rica in general. So this is about Nayara in Costa Rica, specifically about Nayara Springs. I don't know if there are any questions about this property.
Yes, we got one that came in. Can you give the age minimum for adults only?
Perfect. Yes, great question. Thank you. It's 17 years old. So any person over that age is welcome to stay and enjoy the facilities at Nayara Springs.
And is that the same age minimum for Panama?
No, for Panama is 16.
16.
So
okay. Okay. Yeah. And I like to also, you don't have to stay in Nayara Springs. Even if you're staying in Nayara Gardens, you can, and if you're an adult and old enough, you can go to any of the food and beverage options in Nayara Springs, correct?
That's right. Yes. Yes. Basically, we are completely flexible, even if they are staying in gardens or tented camp, as long as if they are 17 years old or plus, they are welcome to enjoy this area of the hotel as well.
Excellent. Those are the only questions that have come in so far.
Oh, perfect. Wonderful. So going to Panama, this is an amazing property. We are very happy to share with you. So just to show you really quick where we are located. So we are in Bocas del Toro in the archipelago. It's a private island. It's the second largest private island in Bocas del Toro. So we are the only ones in that island. It will be completely private, and it is an amazing experience. Jonathan, I don't know if you want to continue from here or.
Yes, I'll basically share with you all about the destination itself. As Ivanova mentioned, the archipelago of Bocas del Toro is a great place to visit, probably not as known internationally. So the whole idea is of giving this concept of over-the-water villas at Bocas del Toro, located at the archipelago of the region, where basically there's a lot of different activities and experiences that you can have staying at Nayara Bocas del Toro in particular. And how to get there, we have different ways to get there. Of course, direct flights from the United States that will go straight to Panama at the Tocumen International Airport. And from there, basically, we can do a private charter flight directly to Bocas del Toro, to the main island of Colon. And from there, we can take you on a boat ride of approximately 20 minutes all the way to the property. So it's this amazing logistic and adventure that you get immersed with that you can also combine with our Costa Rica properties, of course. What a best way to do an adult only a couple retreat combining Springs and Nayara Bocas del Toro, of course. And then we definitely have some other access options. Specifically, if you're within Panama, you can take all the way to Albrook domestic airport, and from there take an hour domestic flight again to Bocas del Toro at Colon Island, and from there again the boat transferred directly to the property itself. Or you can also fly from San Jose International or the domestic terminal in San Jose, Costa Rica, and from there it's approximately an hour away flight also to Bocas del Toro at Isla Colon, and from there, of course, the boat transferred directly to the property. So again, the property concentrates this over-the-water concept with amazing villas. We have a total of 18 units. And just to go over real quickly, and Ivanova, if you would like to step in at any moment, please let me know. But talking specifically on the units itself, we have 7 water window villas that will go and give you a great experience in terms of privacy, of seclusion, very spacious units that will provide also a private terrace with a king bed, and the totally private experience around the unit, where you can explore this kind of Balinese kind of decor that we have on each of the properties. So why to travel to Bali or Indonesia if you have a 3.5 hour flight from Miami to this amazing place at the northern side of the Caribbean Sea in Panama, of course. And of course, the amazing experiences that we have all together within the property and the surroundings for sure. Moving forward to the other category, we have the water window villas, specifically also with very spacious units, having this also really nice window that you can actually take a look and take a pic on the different sea life that you can see around that area, some starfish, some different fish that you can see within the area, and that definitely will elevate your wildlife experience while you're there. But still considering and taking into consideration that kind of Balinese, very relaxed, very laid back luxury that we have at Nayara Bocas del Toro, of course.
Right. Jonathan, I just want to add that we have the option, let me just go back to this picture, for them to have a boat, a private boat for each day if they want, or could be pre-booked. Even with a regular rate, they can add like $350, $80 per day, a private captain and boat. So they will have like any kind of experience if they want to do a snorkeling, kayaking, any other activity, because as you can see, we have just the access from the rooms directly to the Caribbean warm water from the room. They don't need to be picked up in their front desk or anywhere else, because they have the boat and the captain there if they want. Or if they just need one day of activities, they can also rent or have this private experience for just one specific date. Part of the experience of this place is just the access also to the salt water. But if they prefer something more outside, not just in the room, we also have this beautiful overwater beach, which is, I think, the first one in the world in a private island. So there is sun and they are not missing, even if they are in an archipelago full of green trees and the mangrove. They also have the beach experience, which is amazing because it's just the first in the world that has something like this on property. If you want just to continue with the culinary experiences, here we have 2 different restaurants. This is Coral Cafe for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and forget about the common all-inclusive experiences. This is more about the in-house greenhouse where our chef get inspired. We have our fisherman on property too, so that's completely fresh ingredients. So this is an all-inclusive property with all the gourmet and high-end experience that the guests in Costa Rica or in Chile could offer or can experience actually. So this is Coral Cafe. As you can see, it's fresh, open, perfectly matched with the Caribbean feeling and style. And then the other one is Elephant House. This amazing building was actually 100 years ago built in Bali. We just brought this to the property. So it's an authentic construction and the Balinesian style, but immersing the spirit of Bocas del Toro. So this one is great for the dinners, and actually this is open for dinners where they can enjoy just all the ocean view even at night. And then just to complete the idea of the excursions, as you know, well, we have this captain that can take the guests to the Playa Estrella or to different other places to see dolphins, whales, or any kind of wildlife around, monkeys. There are national parks that we can visit as well. So all these activities are available with them. We have plenty of options that we can send you even before their arrival, so they can check the different options they have and then let us know what they would prefer so we can handle that in advance.
Yes, I just want to highlight as well that within this privacy and the different activities that you can do, mentioning the boat the same way that Ivanova said, we can take you with your own picnic basket that will go with different drinks and snacks. And that way you can enjoy a really nice romantic outing, specifically to visit some of the different beach locations that we have around the archipelago, the different national parks, and of course, all the wildlife that you can see around both water and land wildlife that you can explore, do some snorkeling, some starfish, and then in terms of the culinary experiences, you can do the all hands on lobster fishing. You can actually fish your own lobster with sustainable procedures, and then you'll get along with our culinary team to make the lobster the best way that, or the preferred way that you like, right there on a private, very romantic setup at the over the water beach as well. So those are kind of the different activities that we also have available.
Right, yeah. And then, well, on property, we also offer, of course, the fitness center, spa treatments. If they prefer fresh water instead of the salt water, we also have a massive pool there. So it is a private island that offers all what our guests want. So it is a great experience that we can guarantee that will be amazing. We were just talking about this property with Maggie, and we have had great reviews from all guests. So I'm sure that they will enjoy it too. So this is just the end of the presentation about Panama, but I don't know if you have any questions or anything about this beautiful property.
We did get a question about Panama. Are any of the excursions included in the all-inclusive rates?
We provide actually equipment for snorkeling and scuba diving. So that's always included in the rate. They will find all the equipment in the room. But if they need a boat or any other kind of guide with them, that will be with an extra charge, or with under the rate with the captain and the boat. Okay.
And like you mentioned for Nayara Springs, I know that all the villas have a king bed. Is there an option to add a rollaway or a twin, or if they were going to do, a girls' weekend in one villa?
Well, we have small beds,
okay.
basically more like a rollaway. We do not recommend a third person in these rooms in order to have the most private experience. So it is possible, but is basically recommended just for couples.
Okay. Okay. And would they, to get any information or further information about Nayara Bocas del Toro, they would reach out to your team, the reservations team, correct?
Right.
Same
Yes.
team. So that's the biggest thing.
Same
Is
team.
the
Yes.
team you
for-
know and love with Nayara can help you with Boca del Toro, which is that way they can help you, walk you through. Great team, a concierge team also that also helps with all the excursions, correct?
Yes. Yes. The same one for Chile, Panama, and Costa Rica. So to make it easier for you, it's the same person that will book your room in Arenal for Nayara Springs. The same person will help you with Panama or Chile if you need. Yes.
Very good. Any other questions from anyone? I did want to clarify, someone did have a question after we moved on about Nayara Springs, about just clarifying what restaurants that the kids cannot go to.
Okay.
And I was going to just have you recap it. And I think I may have missed a bar.
Well, yeah, there are just 2 restaurants that the kids are not allowed, which is Mis Amores, the Italian one, and then the fine dining, which is Amor Loco.
Right.
They're just,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Any other questions? I mean, I personally can't wait to see Panama myself. It looks stunning. And do you know, is the water swimmable right there, right out of the villas? They could easily snorkel. The water swimmable right there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
They could snorkel.
Completely
That's why
swimmable.
yeah. Okay. Just
They
make, they
can
could
do,
snorkel right off
they can have
their
the
villa.
snorkeling gear ready for them right there on the villa. They can do stand-up paddle at any time, totally swimmable, totally calm waters, and basically they can do all of these activities on their own whenever they like. They just jump off their outdoor terrace, the deck. If they want to have a really nice relaxed swim on the saltwater pool, in case of the water pool villas as well. But it's just an amazing, relaxed, exclusive, private, very barefoot luxury experience that we'll have at Nayara Bocas del Toro for sure.
And one last question,
transfers
from the airport, that can be your team can assist them with transfers from the airport.
Absolutely. Now, the options are different because it will depend on the logistics. If you're traveling from the States, if you're already within Panama, if you're in Costa Rica and want to travel to Bocas del Toro. So we definitely, and our team is capable to give you the best options available in that sense, and to guide you through that process to how to get to the property on a seamless experience.
Yes, and that's wonderful. But Nayara has a dream team to help everyone with navigating and making this as seamless, and service and everything going really, really smoothly for your guests. So, well, Jonathan and Ivanova, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And if there's no other questions, if you forget and you think of a question later on, I'm going to send a follow-up with a link to the recording, as well as Jonathan and Ivanova's direct contact information. So we are here to help you and answer any questions you may have. Thank you both for joining us today and presenting both of these adult-only properties. And everyone, thank you for joining us and taking a few minutes out of your day to learn about what is going on with Nayara Springs and Nayara Bocas del Toro. Next week, next Wednesday, we are also sharing the Chile properties. So if you need to learn more about that, please register. If you can't actually attend, I always send the recording, even if you registered. So feel free to reach out. And thank you, everyone. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everybody.